Hey everybody, it's Indy and it's Mindful Monday, and this time I actually put lipstick on for you. So many things to talk about, but want to get right into it. Check in. How are you guys doing? How's your mindful practices been going for yourselves? What have you been using? Please share with me some apps. I have Calm on my phone. I have yet to use it. I do use Headspace. So for anybody who's tries to meditate, I think Headspace is a great tool. I even go into YouTube and I just listen to various different meditations that are on YouTube. So love to hear what other things you do. Want to follow back on some of the things we talked about last time and give you some feedback on what was happening for me. But I'm hoping you're going to share what's going on for you. As I said, I'm being more mindful about what I eat. Guys, it is making such a difference. I am eating less. Sorry, I look svelte. Just kidding. I'm eating less and I'm enjoying my food so much more. I'm really taking time to be fully present and not being on my phone, even scrolling through Instagram if I'm eating. Even if I'm eating by myself, I'll get a book or a magazine or, just doodle or stuff like that, but really being quiet and enjoying either the person I'm with or myself while I'm eating. And it's just been so different for me. Another thing I wanted to mention that so many of you shared with me that you're having the same thing, which I think is awesome because it means we're not alone, but it's so interesting, is being fully present when we're with other people. I shared with you, sometimes for me, it's tough when I'm with my kids, which is, I know, terrible. But I'm multitasking and that's not fair to them. They should be getting the most out of me when I'm with them, and it should be really quality time. And I've really been putting the phone down and really spending time with them, with my daughters, when I'm with them, and just being more fully engaged. When I'm talking, when I'm driving, I'm just really engaged in conversation rather than letting them flip through the phone. It's just, I see the quality of my relationship just improving and the depth of our conversations so much better. And that's just by being more mindful about my time with them. And then even when my son, who is in Boulder, UC Boulder, Go Buffs or Sco Buffs, when I'm on with him, I am not multitasking. I'm not writing texts while I'm talking with him or scrolling through things, Facetiming, and I'm actually Facetiming and talking to him, or putting earbuds in and sitting down and talking to him, but not being like on my phone while I'm talking to him if it's not on a FaceTime call. And it's so great. I know so much that's going on at him at school, and he's doing wonderful. And again, just because I'm not physically present, I'm emotionally and mentally present with him during that time. So curious how you guys are doing with that, since so many of you did share about when you're present with people, you're not really fully present. You're scrolling, you can be at dinner with people and you're scrolling through your phone, texting or Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is. Just wondering how's it going for you. So love to hear. And then what you're noticing by being more mindful, like what's coming out of it for you. Another thing I wanted to share, because, being on this is so different for me now that I'm trying to do more videos and connect with you in a different way. I noticed one of the big concerns for me was being vulnerable and having people like say negative things about me and how I was going to react, and oh my gosh, and what you put out there, my friends. So yeah, I had some I found a less than positive comment about me personally. It was not about the products. And it happened, I saw it in the evening. It was on social media and I was so upset. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did not sleep much that night. I was like, oh my gosh, what should I do? Should I write back? Should I engage? Should I do this? Oh my goodness. And then at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I got really mindful. Sucks that it took me till 3 a.m., but I realized, you know what? Why am I doing this? I'm not doing anything wrong. I started this to create change and create a community that I love. Hopefully you can tell I'm as authentic as it gets. I share everything that I can with you guys. And what I did was send them love. I realized this wasn't about me. It was probably about them. And something triggered it. And I said, you know what? I'm sending them love and light. I'm not deleting. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to let it be out there and be okay with who I am. And I wanted to remind myself to have this conversation and share that came up, and that's how I handled it. And I wasn't perfect in the moment by saying I'm going to be mindful and send them love and light. Of course, first thing I did was get defensive and then insecure. So see, even I, who've been practicing mindfulness and Buddhism for so many years, can go there. But it was so interesting because I totally forgot about it for the rest of the weekend. And it wasn't until today that I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to talk about this and bring it up and say, this is something I experienced and this is how I handled it. And it's so interesting. Somebody else came to my defense and talked to them, and I didn't even get involved. And you know what? I'm not even looking at it. I'm not even worrying about it. I'm secure that I love this community and love all of you. And so that's kind of cool. And I think that it was my mindfulness practice and getting back to centered that really helped me shift that focus. So I know this is something that I see a lot on social media, and certainly something that we kind of talk about sometimes when I'm out at events and we talk about that. And I thought it was important to put out there that when we're on social media, and especially influencers or people who love to put, share stories and selfies and all these things, and really be out there to create community on social media. Sometimes people take it differently, and sometimes they're not going to have positive things. And I think what you have to remember is you're doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it from an authentic place, from love. It's all good. It's all good. There's a community here that we're creating that's going to be there to support one another. And I just wanted to open that up to say it happens. It happened to me. Love to hear how you guys handle it. So share with me, because again, this is community, and even though it's not about being fully present, it is about mindfulness and mental health and supporting one another. And I thought it's perfect to bring up on a Monday to talk about and see how you guys handle it when less than I love you comments come across social media. This is the first time it ever happened, so I was really upset. But I talked to one of my dear friends who kind of helped me also. And when I told her this is how I handled it, she's like, perfect. And then I said, I think I'm going to talk about it on Mindful Monday. So wanted to bring that up. Love to have that community, have that conversation here and see how you guys handle it as well. And how you get centered and back to center when things like that happen. Also, I want to wrap this up because I don't want it to be too long, and we're going to have another Mindful Monday before the holidays, but Thanksgiving is coming up, and that could be a lot of stress for people, whether it's family, whether it's cooking, whether it's just who am I going to go with, the dynamics of different families. It could be overwhelming, and just wanted to say I'm here. We're here for you. And the best thing that I can do, that I can share with you, is to be organized. I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving this year. I'm actually doing Christmas, so we'll get on that one for mindfulness. But best thing I can say is get organized, ask for help, and don't forget to enjoy it. Thanksgiving is about being thankful and have gratitude and appreciation for what you have in your life, and that includes the people who are around you. And don't forget to do that over the holidays. I think so often we are so busy getting everything ready that we forgot to enjoy those moments. I know, especially when I'm hosting an event, I go, oh my God, did I even talk to anybody? So be mindful, enjoy. It's supposed to be about love and family and friendship, so don't forget to enjoy that holiday. So I'm wrapping it up, but I want to hear from you. How are you guys handling the stress that's coming up with the holiday season? Are you guys like pre-ordering? Are you bringing in? Are you going to friends? How are you handling it? Love to share, and then we'll share on this. And another thing we're going to look at doing is maybe creating some templates so we can go and share how we're being more mindful and kind of bringing this in a more community level. Love to hear any of your other ideas that you might have to make this even a better way. That didn't even make sense. How we can make this more beneficial for the entire community. And with that, remember to be patient with yourself. Being mindful takes a lot of practice and it's not perfect. And what works for me doesn't work necessarily for everybody. So there's a different way for each person. And my hope is that through this community, we can share the different ways that we help ourselves to get present and really enjoy the life that we're in. So, mwah, love you all. And I can't wait to talk to you guys next Monday. I might actually do a live. I'm kind of feeling inspired to go on live next Monday, especially as the holidays coming. My team's probably like, what is she doing? But yeah, I thought I was going to do it this Monday, but I'm leaving tomorrow for Texas. So I think I'm going to do it the following Monday. So you heard it here first, so tune in next Monday. Bye guys, have an incredible week, and of course I'll be on Instagram when I'm traveling. Bye.